the Tanaga National Stadium for the session that really will decide it all. The dreams, the aspirations are all on hold here as Ireland come out to bat. Their target, as you can see there, the revised target, 192. That's been worked out by the match referee and the umpires through the Duckworth-Lewis system of run accounting, if one could put it that way. If Ireland make 191, they lose. If they get 192, they win. And those are the people who decided that, Messrs. Plews and Reid.
One would have thought that this was in reach of this Irish side. Ireland really have been quite outstanding in the tournament.
So here they come with the aspirations of a nation behind them. Desmond Curry and Andrew Patterson. This is a very interesting first over. It's gone right through. Saudi was going to give it everything. Couldn't give it much and still got 2 runs.
Yes, Alec Davis will be disappointed with that. Of course, it's not an easy ask. Of course, standing up for the first over an innings either takes a tremendous level of concentration.
He's got enough bat on that. That's gone a long, long way. He's chosen the longest boundary on the ground. He's taken it on, and he's proved that it's a little too short for him. Caught. Way down the offside, and Curry will be very, very disappointed at the shot that he played. Salmon, the captain, was there for the catch. It was way down the offside. He threw his bat at it, and a dream start for Scotland.
Magnificent start for Scotland. He's well outside the off stump, and he hammered it, but he couldn't get past the skipper, Salmon, in the cupboard, who has taken a fine catch. That really came pretty solid to him at cover point.
So they're going along at 5s, Ireland, and they do that, they win. He's got to keep wickets in hand.
Is that out? It's got to go. Big click, and the end of Patterson, caught behind by Alec Davis. A fairly straightforward catch, and again, after a succession of wides, in comes a good ball.
Huge nick. Absolutely no doubt in anyone's mind that that's out.
Alan Lewis, lots of experience. There's a man getting under it. Doesn't have to move at all. Bang into his hands. Kevin Thompson, the catcher. And Alan Lewis is very, very disappointed as well. He must. He's the experienced man in the side, and he's played a shot that doesn't cause the fielder to move an inch.
No, he really has. He got it cleanly enough, but he didn't place it. He'd been a little bit lucky in the previous over where he'd placed the ball in the air on the offside. Lewis is on his way. He's gone from 11 from 30 balls, and it's 3 for 46.
Some pretty good bowling figures there. Kevin Thompson, 5 wides and 3 no balls, but 2 for 19. He's got hold of that well enough. That's gone all the way. It's not a good ball to bowl at all because long leg is inside the circle and the man on the boundary is up at square leg.
That's the Irish physio, Ethel Brady, looking just a little bit tense.
Well, a good squad, Ireland, and they're very inward looking. They seem a good bunch, and they all feel the tension. Doesn't matter if you're out in the middle or one of the players left out or one of the support group.
Tries to catch it. Keith Thompson always got it. Kevin Thompson takes another fine catch, and that was a good one. He was moving round the boundary. Never easy. It's the end of Neil Doak. So Angus Dunlop is the next batsman. Doak caught Thompson, bowled Sheridan for 7. This is how.
Didn't quite get to the pitch of the sweep, therefore he wasn't able to keep it down. It was more or less a well-hit top edge, and it was a better catch. Had it well eluded the fielder, it may have gone for 6, but the fielder got in the way. Kevin Thompson, and that's not easy at that height, because it's not a height you practice catching. Normally you just take the orthodox ones.
That man Kevin Thompson again, and that was a very good stop. The ball was almost past him. That's a mighty blow. Well, what a way to start. Straight up against the sight screen. Angus Dunlop just picked that up beautifully.
Just a little shuffle down the pitch and woof, look at that. Magnificent shot. Couldn't coach it any better than that.
Cries of catch, and the orders are accepted. Mike Smith is the man underneath it. That's the end of Justin Benson, and I venture to suggest that it might be the end of Ireland as well.
Well, it's still a little premature, Ralph, but you're right. It's heading that way. If they're not careful, Justin Benson, he just didn't carry on with the shot. In fact, one hand came off the bat handle, which meant he didn't get the timing. So Mike Smith ran in, took a well-judged catch, and Benson goes for 26. It's 80 for 5. Well, dropped. It was a nick through, and down she went. Regulation catch for Alec Davis, and will that be a turning point?
Critical moment. He had it too.
So Alec Davis had an opportunity to get Dunlop out of the picture there. We just have to wait and see how costly that may be. So here we go, the last ball of Kennedy's fine spell. And a dot ball, as you would expect. Tremendous performance from Stuart Kennedy. 9 overs for 14, and it's 88 for 5. Just can't get a partnership going, a real partnership of substance down there. Those 4 wickets, too regular. From the charge, top edge, and caught. George Salmon, the captain, diving forward, takes a pretty comfortable catch in the end, and Sheridan strikes again.
The sense of excitement. Dunlop has gone. 22 balls for his 10, and it's 6 for 88. This morning you see Mike Hendrick and Bobby Rao, the brains trust of the Irish side, a little bit subdued at the moment. So close against Kenya to reaching the final. Now staring defeat here. It's a grim moment for them. And Salmon this morning gathered the Scots together and gave them a rousing talk.
Scotland must now really have a firm belief that they can get to this World Cup. All the talk was Ireland. This is Scotland's first ever participation in the ICC trophy.
I can remember, Ian, when I was in Nairobi for the ICC trophy 3 years ago, the Scots were there, the lobbyists were there looking for involvement. Well, they're here, and look what they're likely to achieve.
Wicket maiden. 27 overs gone, 88 for 6. So Sheridan has 3 overs to bowl, and he's bowled his previous 6 very well, 3 for 20. Bevan, the other off spinner there, he has 4 to bowl. Catch and bowl, well, it was a chance, really. It was. It went through the upstretched hands of Keith Sheridan. Chance of a run out at the keeper's end. And Peasley does the right thing and runs the line of the stumps.
Indeed, and probably he'll have a bruised buttock to attest for that, but he's done the right thing. Watch it closely. It was the catch. It was a difficult one. A man an inch or two taller might have had a chance. Very sharp work in the deep. Relayed beautifully, but look how he positions his body and takes the ball on the body.
So the Irish contingent there, there's still plenty to say, but it's not as loud as it was. I'll go to the end, as will their players. Can't get any timing today. Derek Heasley, we get a couple there. Kevin Thompson, busy Kevin Thompson in the deep.
Welcome back to the Tanaga National Stadium, where we've got an intriguing session in prospect as Ireland try to pick up from the ruins they find themselves in just now. The World Cup dream is not quite being realized just now. That's the reason why. Keith Sheridan has picked up 3 wickets, and Thompson has picked up 2. It's really now up to Heasley and Gillespie to keep them going. 15 overs left. They need another 85. Not impossible yet. Bat to ball this time. Really makes a lovely sound when it comes out of Derek Heasley's bat, because he times the ball so beautifully. Pick up 2 more here. In the air, the man under it, takes it, lock out the fielder. They've dropped nothing today, these people from Scotland. That was very well judged, and that is a big, big, big blow for Ireland.
Just stands and delivers. He didn't really attack him, he just stood and delivered. And there is the boy on the fence, an economics student at Durham University, and how pleased he would be to be involved in these figures with Sheridan. His 4th wicket, wonderful achievement for him, just stood and delivered. His timing against the Kenyans was better than it was today, it must be said. He didn't get that as cleanly as he would have liked.
The pressure's just got it, and this man, I think, has done a phenomenal job, George Salmond. He's controlled the game so beautifully. He's always looked in control. Peter Gillespie struck a few bold blows towards the end. Against Bangladesh, he's gone, I think. He's given him, without a third umpire. That's outstanding bowling from Ian Bevan.
And what a wonderful piece of work by Alec Davis, a tall wicket-keeper, and he's done that splendidly. And what a thrill for them. Bevan absolutely rejoicing in that. They gather around, poised. Down he comes. It's a very quick bit of work. He couldn't get that leg back. The third umpire wasn't required. Gillespie's on his way, 9 from 23, and it's 8 for 115. Basically, everybody's just grateful that cricket is being played, Harsha.
Count him in on that. But that's very fine. That's beautifully played. You really can't have a fielder for that shot, because the man for the sweep is normally quite square. Oh, how did that not hit the stumps? Ian Bevan has got his hands up in the air, and they're not going to come down for a while. So maybe you want to give it a go. This one might go as well. It's gone. 133 for 8.
If you're a betting man, you'd be off down to the tent to have a go on Scotland at the moment, that's for sure. That's where the smart money is. But still a job has to be finished off. And Ireland are not laying down, that's for sure.
In the air and taken. Another wicket falls. Stuart Kennedy is the man out there. Well, he played a crucial role with the ball, and now he's coming into his own in the field as well.
And all of them have been safely held. Kennedy the catcher. Patterson has gone for 6. 137 for 9.
In the air, Lockhart takes the catch, and that is that. And absolute delight and jubilation among the Scots. Their supporters, their players. Perhaps slightly more muted scenes than we saw when Bangladesh won their semi-final against Scotland, but nevertheless, the Scots delighted. Garfield Harrison, of course, you've got to feel sympathy for the Irish. They've contributed so much to this competition.
Well, full credit to Scotland, and they have every reason to be delighted. First time in the ICC competition, and first time now in the World Cup proper. And there's some big, wide smiles there. There'll be celebrations long into the night. They've completely outplayed Ireland. Ireland, the favourites going into the contest, outplayed in most departments, and the captain, Justin Benson, will be the first to admit that, I'm sure.
So, glory for Scotland in their first ever appearance in the ICC trophy, with the spinners the key, backed up by some brilliant fielding. Keith Sheridan, the left-arm spinner, particularly caught the eye. He did a great job and took perhaps the key wicket, that of the former Leicestershire player, Justin Benson.